All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. I started to attach the clip to this, but it's really not necessary. Um, because none of it really it doesn't prove anything and it doesn't explain anything. Just Umar Johnson saying a bunch of nothing. I don't remember how many years ago it was, but I do remember the first time that I heard Umar Johnson speak. I kind of, not looking. I never like typed his name in and look for him. His videos would just pop up. And my introduction to him was on YouTube, and he was always speaking up for black people and the black cause, and speaking against slavery and the effects of it, and how we're still affected by it, and how white people still benefit off and all this type of stuff. So he was always talking that type of stuff. And there was not too much going on where other people were really positive, but just talking, just everything else was just gossip. So he was one of the few people that I would watch him and listen to what he's saying. And okay, now one thing about him that made me start to kind of feel like here we go again, and this is with anybody. When you keep speaking to us about your religious beliefs or our ancestors, this and that, and all these different things, your religious beliefs and all the belief in ancestors, any of this spiritual and supernatural stuff that y'all talk, that's not how you speak when you do business with other people. If you work a job and you're employed by someone, same thing. You don't go to work and all you got to do is take everything to the Lord in prayer and God's word say this and no. All of these things, you have to understand what's going on, what's happening. I remember him first talking about building a school and explaining what type of school he wanted and what he wanted to do and his vision for it and all of these different things. That was a long time ago. Now, him being accused of using the money to spend it for his own, personal needs, and him basically being a fraud. I'm not a person who believes something just because I hear it, and I'm not a person who just repeat what I hear and try to make it true. But I'm not shocked about any of this type of stuff. I remember some years ago, a couple of years ago, I remember maybe 4 years now, 3-4 years, something like that, where he flipped out and was like, he was talking, but it was like, the hell, is this dude high or drunk or something? Or like, something about him that in that particular interview just was off. Just the way he was talking, everything. And then he had a couple of more videos where he would crash out, and I'm saying, does this dude have like anger issues or like something like mentally is like off with him? Like, I don't know, but he just seemed a bit weird to me. It's like I saw things that I didn't see before, and I'm not looking for fault, but when you see something, don't pretend that you don't see it. But I remember just looking at him and I said, I get a different vibe about this Umar Johnson guy, because he's starting to he's getting away from what he normally talked about. It's like he's changing with the times to, okay, let me leave that behind. When you try to educate people on history and how things went or whatever, right? The problem that I have with people like that is this. What was, if it's not helping us right now? It's cool if somebody want to learn these things, but what we need to do right now and the importance of it, you have to be able to make that connection with the reality that this outcome is because of what happened before. This is what caused this, and he does do that at times. But it's like he just starts talking about percentages and statistics and shit like that and all. But I feel like it's like he lost himself in his own message. Because I always looked at him and I said, man, it's like when you start talking about something, But you get away from that to the point where, let's just say, for example, if you had a channel, you saw a channel, and this person was talking about nothing but food. It's all types of foods, right? That's what got your attention, and that's what you tuned in for. But let's say all of a sudden this person, they're just talking now. They go from talking about food to what affects the human body and what's good and what's not good. But like, they're not talking about the foods and showing you the foods and cooking, like the stuff that they would normally doing. And it kind of like makes you like, okay, like what happened, right? But what if you find out, oh, this person wasn't making that food. Somebody was making that food for them. They were pretending. Like you see all them doing porn, this, that, and nah, that was all bullshit. So it's like, that's kind of like what I'm saying about him. It's like he got away from what his original, like your personality, you as a person, this is who you are, this is what you do, right? And then all of a sudden now, it's like if you saw me sitting here talking positive, right? You heard me speaking against, a whole lot of different things. Then all of a sudden, I find out that, damn, if I start calling everybody nigga and bitch ass nigga, and like you understand what I mean? Like, yo, I'm talking about bitches I fucked, and yo, these niggas bitches. Yo, I was about to ride on this nigga. And it's like, Aries, what are you doing, man? Like, that's Aries, for real. Like, that's what we respected about you, man. You don't project that bullshit. You speak against it, and you speak reality. Now you're embracing this shit. So a lot of times with Umar Johnson, it's like, I would look at him and I'm saying, why are you even debating this person or trying to, like you're saying, you're doing all this talking, but if you're going to debate, then you got to debate, right? That's why certain things are just not for me, because I don't have the interest in entertaining something that you should be able to understand, but you just choose not to. Now, here's the thing that I don't like, though. Now, a fraud is a fraud. I don't care where you're from, okay? But the amount of black people who are speaking and talking shit right now, let's just say I've seen some of these same accounts connected to Joel Osteen. And y'all was putting things in his comment section saying, you're going to pray for him. The devil's a liar and shit like that. Black people. Remember when they found those multi-millions of dollars in the wall of Joel Osteen's church? Remember those people who was going to be affected by the flood, a storm or something that was going on, and he wouldn't open his doors for them? Remember all that shit? So my point is, they had nothing bad to say about this guy. Joel Osteen doesn't know the Bible. He admits he only talks about stuff that he's familiar with. He's not familiar with the whole Bible. I always said, I can tell he don't know much shit about the Bible. I can tell. He just the stuff he says and how he doesn't understand what the scriptures even mean. Things he said was so off. And this is where people with the whole subjective mindset. No, it's not subjective. If I tell you 9 times 9 is 81 and you want to debate, now you're debating yourself. You can tell me it's 75 all you want. You're not doing arithmetic right. Simple. So they had nothing to say. And here's the fucked up thing. Now, if he's guilty, he's guilty. And whatever happens, happens, okay? Because, hey, that's what it is. You're scamming people out of money and talking about this church. And I seen the video, he was walking through the school, talking about the renovations and stuff that they got to do and all that. And now I see him on the video saying that he can't withdraw any money from his bank. They have a freeze on his account. And so he has no money. And he was asking for people to send money to his Apple Pay or his PayPal if they can help out so he can get his money. And I'm saying, wow. So here's somebody who has the title doctor into their name, okay? Tagged into their name. And you have no money. You are in that position of starting from scratch. Now you have money that you don't have access to. And pretty much he's in legal trouble. So he had to turn himself, all these different things that were going on. Because I don't really keep up with these people. And then something that happened, and then like certain people, I just remember like, okay, I know who this guy is. I know of this person, let's say it like that. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at this situation, man, because black men and black women have this like this not get along thing going on. It's like black women are just so happy to like report this type of news. But once again, it's like black people just have a hatred towards black people. All I'm saying is you're going to report the news because you're speaking against right and wrong, then speak about right and wrong, okay? And injustice all across the board. Because these same black women, I don't see y'all saying nothing about Trump and his bullshit. I don't see y'all saying nothing about nobody other than just let me try to shame black people. And I'm not telling you to protect him or try to, no, a fraud is a fraud. So if he's guilty of this shit, he should face whatever consequences is coming. Yes. But where's this effort? Where's all this other effort to stand up against injustice done to us by people in general? It's just a nope. If you black, I got a lot to say about you. And I feel like not only are they're proud they're doing it, but it's like a revenge thing. Like we hate black men type of thing. So therefore, when we try to say things, say things to put things out there to get people to smarten up, straighten up, start doing the right things, they don't understand it. They take it as, oh, you're hating. They're showing hate towards us. They're not listening to they're not listening to our plight. They don't understand us. No, we do understand. And the weird thing about it, and let me explain something to y'all. You're doing the work for racist people. Because for everybody, like I don't need no black leader or nobody. We need to lead ourselves. We need unity though. We need that unity. But we're not getting it from each other. They look and they'll take every one of you and use you as an example to say they're exposing these fraudulent black people. We don't have to. Then when we do it, even though, yeah, we're being racist and hateful, that's what they're going to call us, racist and hateful. But look at what they're doing. Now, the truth is just the truth. But y'all don't make that same effort to speak up about no other injustices. And this is the issue that I have with black people in general. Because I've seen black people defending Trump. I've seen black people sit up here wearing these MAGA hats and wearing medallions made of diamonds and platinum with Trump's face on it. No, I've seen all of this kind of shit. And y'all sit here quiet like it's okay. Y'all act like these things don't hurt us. Example, y'all talk about black women, being treated different, all kinds of wrong ways. Well, Trump just ended security for Kamala Harris. Yeah, you black bitch, go find your own security. None of y'all talking about that kind of shit. And what's his purpose? Y'all not talking about anything that anybody else do. The target for y'all, from these people, are black people. So all I'm saying on that is wake the fuck up, man, and stop being a fucking coon with this shit. But as far as Umar Johnson goes, if this man is guilty, well, he deserves, the consequences. He deserved that. I don't know what the verdict is. I don't know where everything stands right now. He claimed he's being set up, but others are saying that no, there's proof. So here's the thing. Don't let what he does cause you motherfuckers to think you're doing some type of... Now, don't get me wrong. For the people that donated that money and for him to do what he did, I get that. No. Scam. You got scammers everywhere. What I'm saying, don't let that make you guys get to the point where you really feel like you did something that was life-altering for yourself. Because I'm going to explain something to you. The same way he did that, you see this racist woman that calls little 5-year-old black boy with autism a nigger repeatedly, but yet her people, okay, and these church people decided they're going to raise $800,000 for this woman to keep her safe. You see, my point is, as wrong as this racist piece of shit is, her people backed her up. I'm not at all saying we should back Umar Johnson up for what he just because he's black. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying y'all should be talking about that shit too. Y'all should be talking about all of this. All of it. Hell, the funny thing is, good people will speak against wrongdoing. But it seems like what I'm seeing, there's far more white people and other people that's just, not, it's just far more people of color other than black people that understand what's going on better than black people do. So, like, what I'm saying is, why is this your first priority? Let's just find black people to rag on. But then women get pissed off when you rag on them. Or you not talking about no, I talk about everything. But what I'm not going to do is get away from what the point is of what I'm saying and the reality of it. So it's not like I'm making this shit up. Okay? We get to think, whatever video, one video at a time, we get to these different topics. But yeah, I make what I want to make. But the problem is when you guys are guilty, you just don't want to admit, yeah, we're wrong. We need to change that about ourselves. That's not things that we should be doing. But y'all quick to just point the finger and I can't wait to tell the news. And this is what I'm saying. I feel like most of this shit coming from a lot of these women, just listen to what they say. And then I go on their video, their channel, I look and see what they got. And it's like, so all these injustices being done from Trump on down, and y'all have nothing to say. All these racist Karens that channels like Indisputable bring up and show us, and y'all have nothing to say about any of that. Every video is just targeting black men. People are depending on us to fall apart even further than we have, to pull ourselves apart from each other, just like we've been doing. And the destruction of our people. Because most of us, I mean, let's just be real, man. We just don't understand how to coexist. We don't actually know how to actually love each other. All we know is tear down, tear down, tear down. When we expose people for what they're doing, it would be nice for them to, hey, you know what? People wake up and realize I'm not doing things correct. This is not how I should do that. And people are saying, no. Let's see what happened. Let's look at what happened. It's no different from racist white people that think I'm targeting just white people. No, if I'm exposing your racism, if you're not racist, why would you care? Because black people can't make me look bad. Hell, my family can't make me look bad. Only I can make me look bad. I don't give a fuck what you think you see or think you know. So why would you care? And the thing about it, if somebody posted 10,000 videos of racism, and let's just say they were all one ethnic group doing it, and that person get mad, why you only posting that? Yeah, you should be mad at the fact that this is what your people are doing. If they wasn't doing it, we couldn't post it, right? Real simple. But yeah, so yeah, man, it's just weird how black folks are so quick to go after other black folks. But this dude, Umar Johnson, I noticed a difference in the way he spoke and how he did things. And I don't know what that was about. But nothing shocks me, man. I hear things and people talk about, what they want to do and their intentions is this and that. And, black people, we got to stick together in education and blah, blah, blah. It all sounds good, but I don't really know that people are always doing things out of a good nature. And a lot of times it might even start out that way, but somewhere down the line it just changes. But it's always just like I watched him and I said, I don't know, is he cracking under pressure? Like, are things going on in his life that we don't know about that might be affecting him? I don't know. But he just felt different. Like I don't know. Like I can't say he changed or just another side of him came out. But for him to be in the position he's in and he's saying that he was set up, you just never know. But from what I've seen, the news clips and all or whatever, the information, it looks like he's scamming people and that his time has run out. And unless he can produce some actual proof, some evidence, something that says differently, this is the outcome, man. And people end up doing time and losing their freedom over money, scamming. Now you got people saying he probably damaged the school on his own purposely to try to get more money. Who knows? I wouldn't say he didn't do it. I don't know him. And I ain't saying he did do it based on me just assuming. But like I said, seeing what I saw as far as the evidence goes and what they're saying he did. And the thing is, he said he put all his money in one account. And that's another thing that's kind of weird. I mean, not saying that it can't be true, but when you do business, it would be wise. It would be wise to have a separate account for that. It would be wise to do things in a different way. Because you got your money that you're using for certain projects, certain things are for home, or whatever. I mean, to each his own. But case in point, Umar Johnson is looking real shaky right now. And all that talk about the ancestors and releasing the wrath of God and all that. And I'm like, okay, see, that's where he starts really looking even more guilty. Because that's what people do. When they can't get their way and they're explaining something about, what they did or didn't do or trying to defend themselves, they always start talking his ancestors or talk about, God or Allah or whatever, doing something for their protection. Well, if you spend time in prison, if the ancestors or Allah or Jesus, if that's what they wanted for you, because that's what religious people say, whatever, but he's supposed to be the spiritual, my ancestors this and black people this and black people that and black people this and black, but man, 2025, man, it's hard to believe in any of this shit. I don't believe in any of it anyway. But this is one of these things where I really do feel that we've gotten to a point where people will do anything to try to get ahead, man. Yeah. It's not looking good for him, and he's looking guilty. He's really looking guilty. See how things go in the coming weeks. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section what y'all think about Umar Johnson. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch you on the next video.